Okay. Then we'll speak about how to connect the devices with the keypad bus. Okay. Then we'll speak about the expander. Expander means if you have more devices and this panel is not enough, so you can connect the expander. Okay. This is the expander connection. I will explain to you how to do it. Next one, how to give address also for this expander. Expander modules, I will show you also the connection for it. Emergency of the control panel startup and replacing the battery of the main board. This one. Then we will go to the software, how to connect the panel with the software, how to create users, how to make keypad identify. Then what is the steps you have to do it in the software. Then how to add the partitions, because if you have like big organization, you can make partitions. You can like monitor first floor separately with the second floor, separate with the third floor. You can make like groups or partitions. Then you can disarm as partition. For example, if you don't want to arm all the buildings, you want to make partition arm for one partition. You can do it, ignoring the other partitions. Okay. Then this one is done. Here, if you, how add the zones you are using to control your inputs. How to control your inputs here. You can also, it has many options for the inputs. For example, if you need the sensor to work 24 hours, like panic, so there's option to control those inputs. Okay. Most common option, setting output function. You have inputs and outputs. As any controller, you have inputs and you have outputs. How to do it also, we will check. Then how to keep the in your devices. There is no GSMX. GSMX, you can put SIM card, then you can receive the messages or call. Okay, but for Sierra now they don't require this one. Only they need to connect with their eager. So you need the Ethernet module. Okay. Then here, if you want to make reporting with the Sierra or Adobe, how to save the configuration. Okay. So first part, we'll start with the hardware. Yes. The hardware here. So this one, approved from Sierra, this type, Integra 64 watt, and we have Integra 128, and we have Integra 256 plus. So, do you know what Integra 64 means? Integra 64 means you can connect 64 devices. So if your organization or your project has more than this amount of the devices, you have to go with this type of the controller. Okay? If your project, for example, Villa or small company, you have like 20 devices, so this one is enough for it. Okay? So it depends how many sensors you have. Okay? Any question regarding this? So here, this is the like topology of the system. Here, it's this is the Integra panel. Okay. As I told you, each sensor we have to connect into the zones. So each sensor you have to connect to separate zones. Okay. Then you have outputs. For example, siren. You have motor. You have whatever you want. You can connect to the outputs. Okay. Here, I told you if you have more devices, you have to connect expander, right?
Yes.
So this expander, it has separate buses. It has separate buses. You cannot connecting to the zones. It's not zones. You cannot connect this one to the zones. Zones only for the sensors. If you have zones, it has separate buses for it. Okay. And also your keypad, how to arm the system, how you disarm by keypad, right? So there is also special bus for it. So you cannot connect. So the keypad you cannot connecting with the zones. It's not. This device is not sensor. Okay. So it has special bus for it. I will explain to you now. Okay. And this one, the programming cable. You can connect when you're doing the configuration. Of course, you need the cable, and you need to connect with your laptop to do the configuration. Okay. Now this is the hardware. So this is your panel. Integra 64 plus. That means you can connect how many sensors? 64. Like now, you will ask me. So this is the zones from 1 to 16. But now you will ask me one question. You said 64. How come here is 16? 16 you can connect directly to the panels, but you can connect expanders. So if you have more than 16, you need, even if one device, if your project has 16 devices, you can connect directly to the panel. Okay? But if you have, like after that you have 10 devices, you can bring expander. By the way, the expander, it has 8 zones only. Each expander has 8 zones. So for example, if you need 10, what you have to do? You have to bring 2. The first one you have to connect 8. The second one you have to connect 2 devices. Okay? And the total, you can connect only 64 devices. So you cannot bring 15 expanders and connect. Okay? So you have 8 until you reach to 64. Then this Integra cannot handle your project. You have to bring another module. Okay? As I told you, until 16. Okay? So now I will explain to you about this. So from here, Z1 to Z16, it's what? For the zones. For your sensors. Okay? You have zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4, zone 5, zone 6, 7, and 10. But as you can see here, you have 16 zones, but you don't have 16 common. So you can share the common with the other devices. So if you have, for example, two motion sensors, okay, you can connect the plus to the. The plus is different. For example, if you have this NC connection, it has 2 wires. This device has 2 wires, one going to the zone and one going to the common. So if you have 2 devices, you can connect the first sensor to the zone 1, but take the second cable to here common, and you can bring the other device and take the common here. You can share the common. Okay, clear, right?
So how many devices we can share? 2 only for the common.
You can share 3, 4, 5, no problem. But here, if you count, I think it's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That means you can connect each 2 devices in one common. Okay? So each 2 sensor take the common and connect to one of them. 1 and 2 for here, 3 and 4 for here, 5 and 6 for here, like this. Okay? Any question?
So for the Integra 120, same.
Same. See here, we have Integra 256. You have 16 zone, then you can continue by expander. Okay? So here, this is the same. Now we will speak about this one only. Okay? Which is here, which is downside. You have the same. By the way, you have the same model, which is here. Okay? So as I told you here, from 1 to 16, going to detectors. The yellow line. Okay? This one from here let me speak about this one first. Now we will go for this one. Okay, you have CKM, DTM, KBD common. This one it will go to your keypad. Okay, if you open your keypad. From common, you have 5 cables from CKM, you have 5 cables from, so don't connect them together. Each one, take it here. Each cable, take it here.
So no loop directly to the controller.
Exactly.
And how will you identify this thing?
I will, next slide, I will, because this one is, the panels know this one as address.
Okay.
So you have to give address for each one. Then because if you connect all, the system doesn't know, he will send signal to each, because maybe you want to arm first floor. So how the system will know that he will send signal to the first one? He don't know because all it's connecting here. I will show you how. Okay? So we finish now 2 parts, right?
Yeah.
This part and the green part. Okay? Now this part.
فيني يوصل اكثر من كيباد على هذه لا
بدك لا فينك توصل 5 كيبادات، فينك توصل على نفس ما لازم توصلوا مع بعض. لازم تاخذوا منفصلين على
لك منفصلين
منفصلين.
كل واحد منفصل عنه.
هلا بشرح لكم كيف بتعملوا لهم شو اسمه، كيف تعملوا لهم ادرس. So now we will speak about this section. Okay? This section is for the expanders. Expander. Why we are using expander? If you have more than 16 devices. Okay? So yeah, small devices. INT estimation. شلتون كلنا؟ Okay. ليش مخير؟ حنشرح عنه. Okay, then it's DT1, expander bus data. Then CK1. Okay, so here you can find 12 mean EX DC. CLK club CK here and DT data. Okay, so you can. Unique, huh?
Okay, not common.
Not same.
No common.
Common slot is there.
No, it should be. Show me again.
Because in the
Expand the power supply is full.
yeah, but here
Here type okay. It should be 4 days.
okay.
You have to use it.
There's 2 places connection is going, right? 2 tools.
It's not like
No, you need one. You need one.
Okay.
This one, if you have another one.
Yes.
But here you have to connect it. AC and AC. Of course, AC, no, you can connect here or here, no problem. It's not like a DC connection. So here you can take the power from the power supply. This is the power supply.
Okay.
Here you can you see here
Okay.
220 AC. So this one from the main from DIWA.
Okay.
From DIWA power, you have to take the power. You have to connect it here. Let me show you. So here, this one from DIWA. Okay. It's mentioning here neutral and line. So this one, this is the line, and this is the neutral, right?
Yes.
Then you have to take the output, which is going to our Satel panel. So here, this is the first one. It's always you have to keep it here, first one. Then here, if you need 16, you have to take the first one. If you need 18, you have to take the second one. If you need 20, you have to take the third one. Here we took 20. So this cable where is going? It's going here. ACS. Okay.
So all panels having the same, right?
Same.
10 ohms.
You have the same enclosure now. This is from DIWA. This is the input of the power supply, and this is the output. The input it's 220. The output is 20 only, because this one need 20 maximum.
I understand,
It
sir,
is-
but what I'm asking is if we have, like, for example, 8 expander we have for this.
No, bro. This one it's giving power only to the Satel.
Okay.
Then the Satel giving power to the expander.
Okay.
So the same.
Because
voltage
you take power from here.
Okay, right. So the same is okay.
Yes, it's
No
enough.
need-
No
it's
need
enough.
extra. Is enough. Okay?
Glass break also.
No. Glass break is not output.
Okay.
Glass break is sensor, is input, like inputs.
Okay.
Here we can say, for example, this is the input or this is the sensor. This is the sensor. Here, this is the output. What you need from panel to give you, for example, if, for example, now one thief came. So who catch him? The motion, the detector. The detector is coming here. Now who has the decision maker? The panel. Know that now from this time to this time, yes, you are in the system. So now the panel will send what? Alarm through the output. You give it the input. Now it will send the output. It will send the output through this bars. So you have to connect the siren here. Okay? Any question regarding this line? So now you have the other side. In this Integra you have two sides. Downside, we spoke about all the buses. Okay? Now here. As I told you, we have one module GSMX. This one has SIM card, and also we have by telephone line. If you have landline, the landline company, the Etisalat, they will give you for the landline 2 wire. You can use it for telephone line. So if for the landline, so if you need from system to send you alarm or to send you notification that you have any alarm, it will send you through the landline. So you have to connect to this line for the landline. Okay. Now you have those ones. Okay. This is also output. This one, it will, if you have, for example, I told you have GSMX, right?
Okay.
GSMX. So you can connect the GSMX through this output, okay? Or if you have third-party devices, like cameras, like if you want to control anything, that if you need more devices to control it, you can control it through those outputs. You have, from Satel GSMX, you can connect it here. Okay?
So what about the cameras? How the connection? Can you tell me?
No, not IB camera. For example, if you want to send like motion to the camera,
Okay.
if you want to make any, if you have the camera sometimes like has, you can connect, for example, door contact with camera. The cameras sometimes some models accept inputs for it.
Okay.
So you can control it with those outputs.
Okay.
Okay, so you can connect the output with the camera, not the IP camera or analog camera.
Spy camera?
Huh?
Like spy camera?
Yes.
No, I think it's
Some cameras has inputs. Some cameras
Okay.
has inputs.
RS485 will post you an
Yes,
that's what
yes,
you're saying.
yes.
For IP, right? RS485
Yes.
Some camera you can, for example, some camera it has you can connect door contact for it.
This is a
Then it will send alarm to the camera that someone open the door. Then it will catch. It will send the trigger to you. Okay. Here we finish from the buses. Okay. So here this one is very important. You can see it here. If you want to make reset,
Okay.
you just have to close the jumper, then everything will be reset.
we'll make it short, right?
Yes, if you by screwdriver or if you close it by they have also jumper, black one.
Black one, yes.
So for example, if you did any mistake, you want to delete everything, you can press it.
So all the things will be reset.
Yes,
right?
yes.
The setting will be inside the right panel. The expander don't have any.
If you didn't do anything, you can also all data will be inside. It will be saved inside. Also, you can take as backup. You can take backup for it in your laptop, or
Okay.
you can keep it with you. For example, if you did any mistake for configuration, any hangs happen, you can, like mobile, you can also make a search. Everything will be deleted. Okay. And this is the connection. You have to connect. We can connect the panel with Zlib X software by this one. I will show you also. Okay. So here, you know the end of line, NC end of line to end of line. Here for the connection, I will show you. I have one list for the how to do the wiring type. Also, if you want, I will send you this presentation.
Yeah.
It will be easy.
Definitely.
Okay. So, for example, this one, as Versera, this one we can connect the NC connection. Here, you can see one. You can see here alarm and tamper. If you want to receive tamper, someone he open it. Open the main one. Here there is tamper switch.
Okay.
Okay?
So I have to make the jumper on the temper.
No, if you didn't connect, no problem. But if you, I'm telling you, here you have two sections: alarm and tamper.
Okay.
For example, this is the normal situation. If you make like this,
Okay.
what will happen for the circuit? It will be now it's NC,
Okay.
Normal flow.
Okay.
normal close NC. If you open like this, what will happen? The circuit will be open, right? So you will receive alert that NO happen because now it's NC. Normal, okay? So I will once I will speak each device, then you can take a note, okay? So here you can see your device. So this is the first time. You want me to open it?
Yeah.
This is your device.
So both one cable will be there, right? On both devices. Connection will be there, right?
Where?
On both sensors.
No,
This is only magnets, right?
I open the room. So here, this one you can, where you want to connect like to the window side. This one only. This one you can, for example, you can, if you have window,
Yes.
like you can connect one here, one here. Once you open, you will receive alarm.
Same for the door also.
For the door also. But usually for doors we are using the metal one. Usually, this one.
And that's for the shutter and door.
Yes. This one usually we are using for the window.
So actually this is tampering sensor or door? What is it?
It has temper also in case someone sees trying to open it. So here, check this. You have two wire for alarm and two wire for the tamper. So you have to take one of them to zoom and one of them for the camera. Okay?
One second.
For the tamper, as we said, this one no need.
So which one is going to the house TV? Right.
For the alarm.
This one. So this is your device. I will show you every device what is the connection for it. So in first device, this one is door contact. You can take the first one to the zoom.